Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to make custom wooden coins. As you see behind me, we have a lot of live edge wood in the shop here, and we use that for inventory for building custom tables, doing custom cottage signs, and we also make some custom coins out of them as well. Now for these two projects specifically, we used reclaimed oak, which you can see here. And reclaimed oak, what that means is that is actually from a house renovation that my parents did a couple years ago, and they had all the oak paneling and the frames that went around doors. And instead of throwing it into the fire pit, I just had to grab it all, and I've been slowly using it for customer projects ever since. And there was quite a bit of it, and I'm very happy to be able to use it for a completely different purpose. Now when it comes to MDF, this is MDF, and just by comparison, here's what it compares to oak. So again, two different projects. MDF is a different animal. MDF comes in sheets, and it's basically all of the wood that the mill doesn't know what to do with, like the sawdust and all the other stuff. And it's mixed in with glue and hot press basically, and pressed into sheets. And it's a pretty interesting process how they go about making it. So technically, both of these coins are made using reclaimed wood. Now the nice thing about MDF is that it creates a wonderful contrast compared to a lot of other woods out there. So if I get the focus to work here, you can see right away that because MDF has no grain, which is this one here, it has absolutely no grain. Everything comes out nice and clean. While you can see here with the oak, because there is a grain, it's a little bit harder to see. Now it's not to say that one is better or worse than the other, it just depends on what kind of specs you want. Now, if we're going to make something like this using live edge, as you can see behind me, it's a pretty straightforward project. It just takes a bit of time. The first step is to plane the surface, and after the surface is planed, then we cut it into strips, roughly 1/8. In this case here, both of these are 1/8, but we can make a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever you want. And then it's either off to the CNC router to cut them to shape and to engrave them, or off to the CNC laser to again engrave them and cut them out if needed. So regardless of what species or type or form of wood that we use to make custom wooden coins, they all have their plus and minus. For instance, MDF is really nice. It's a very consistent material, and for large production runs, it's very cost effective. The bad side about MDF is that if it gets wet or in a humid environment, it starts to blow up and it starts to degrade rather fast unless you put a seal over it. Real wood has, again, the great thing about wood is that it's dramatically more durable, especially if you seal it. The disadvantage is it costs more, there's more production involved with making them, especially if you work from live edge like you see behind me. Cars work with the bandsaw, the planer, and so on and so forth. But you know, even within wood, there's different wood species. So if we make them out of pine, it's very lightweight, very relatively durable material, or we make them out of mahogany, which is a very hard material. Again, plus and minus everything. So if you're looking for custom wooden coins, contact me at CNCKing.com and we'll make them for you.